Alright, y'all, here we are in Bali, Indonesia. So, right now we are heading to the hotel, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. So, this is the Renaissance Hotel. Up here we have 2 beds and a TV. Oh, and now we have a large mirror, large in length and width. And here we have a TV I probably will not be using in this trip because we're going to be outdoors most of the time. And we have 2 sinks, perfect for 2 people or more. And here we have a large space, a big bath, and a nice view. I mean, a view is a view. We have a couple of trees there. Well, not a couple, even more than that. And we're going back. After this, I want to show you where we're headed next. Let's go. Starting off our journey at the hotel, we are headed to the Tanah Lot Temple. Now I want to show you and tell you a couple of fun facts that you may not know. So, the Tanah Lot Temple, an ancient Hindu temple dedicated to the gods of the sea. It was built in the 15th and 16th centuries following the sacred journey of a religious figure, Dang Haing Nirartha, to Bali. Sorry for mispronunciation, but up here you can see a temple. We currently did not go due to high water levels. This is considered higher than normal, and this is another temple that we are unable to go to because of this situation. Now I want to show you, you obviously cannot swim. It's a danger zone, but I want to show you even further. This is the other side. We had a tour guide show us around and pretty much just explore. This is an area to take beautiful pictures. There's a lot of sights to see around. And that's our tour guide in the yellow. And here it's mainly an area of walking around, breathing the fresh air, and relaxing. So this is another side. I basically want to show you these gates. So these are not the main gates that you may see on Google or when you search up Bali. These are not the famous gates. But if you'd like to know, the famous gates are called Gates of Heaven. And over there, it's a separate journey to get there. But unfortunately, we did not have that much time and we were traveling with friends. Now, let's get into something a little bit more interesting, something you do not see often. So this is the Balinese Parade. It is a unique and deeply spiritual Balinese Hindu holiday, which marking the Saka New Year. It involves a 24-hour period of complete silence, fasting, and meditation. Lastly, the purpose of this ritual is to banish negative forces. Now, I just want you to take in what's around, the nature, and everything, and I'm going to show you a little bit of a close-up of the parade going on. Now let's head into our next clip. So here's more along the territory. It is a huge territory, but moving away from that because we had to go, unfortunately, we are now headed to see some amazing, breathtaking views of Indonesia. But look at who we spotted along the way. Wait for it. Oh, what do you think that was? Yes, they are local monkeys that love to steal food and items. But now let's go see some other animals. This is my first time being so close to a bat. It was insane, but let me show you the views instead. Sorry, there's a lot to take in. I'm going from clip to clip, but here we are at Lake Tumblegan in Bali, Indonesia, one of the most famous twin lakes alongside Lake Buyang. So it is a lake situated at the foot of Mount Lesung in the central highlands of Bali. It is a natural beauty surrounded by dense forests and lush hills, and it just offers amazing scenic mountain views. It's a peaceful atmosphere where a lot of locals, even tourists, like to go hiking or camping because, as you could tell, it looks quite peaceful. Besides seeing the bat and all the other animals, those are the only noise you'll be hearing. Enjoy the views for a minute because now we are going to show you guys something else. Now you might be asking, why are we in the middle of a forest? Well, first we are on a tour of seeing the cacao beans, and now we're hiking up to a waterfall. What a weird dynamic. But that's my life. That's called exploration. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to go see the waterfall called Twin Waterfalls, just like the other place. But guess what? Situated in the northern part of Bali, near the village of Wonogiri in the Munduk area, it is surrounded by greenery. Now this is a slow-mo video to get your day going off a little bit slow. You don't want to rush time, but reaching it is about a 20 to 25 minute walk down a path. There were steep steps, so if you don't want anything too extreme, this is for you, because there's only a couple of steep steps and then the way there is fine. As you can tell, some people are showering and doing their thing. This is a different side. You can go on the bridge and see. Now let me show you all a different one. So this is more of a baby one. It's still beautiful, still located in the same area, beautiful area. As I said, a lot of lush greenery, and yeah, you can shower. Now let's hit the next location. Now we are going to the rice fields. We have an eventful day planned out for us, where I'm going to explain to you a little bit about how they work and how long they have been active. Cultivation of rice in Bali dates back over 2,000 years because the island has such fertile soil that and the abundant rainfall just make it an ideal place for rice farming. So the technique, I mean, yes, there have been some innovative changes, but they still use the same rice terraces. So this was I meant to add this in the previous clip, but this was just on the way there. I want to show you guys that pretty much all the locals ride on motorbikes because it's the most convenient. If you do cars or buses, you're going to sit in traffic for hours, and I speak from experience. Although it is kind of dangerous, we got into 2 accidents, minor accidents. A fun fact is, no, you don't need insurance. You just work it out. Just say, oh, I hit you, you hit me, okay, we're good. And that's it, you're on good terms. See, more motorcycles, traffic. When you have a car, that big thing, forget that, please. I mean, motorcycles is the way to go. We weren't for safety, but now we're heading to the beach. Now, why am I showing you all of these clips all at once? Well, that's because we're at the Atlas Beach Club. It's probably one of the best, arguably best beach clubs in Bali. They have cultural dances, then DJ after 9 p.m. They had a fire show. But this is the cultural dance that I want to show you guys. The music is great. You can hang out for hours. There's special drink packages that you can buy. And I even took a surfing lesson here. The waves weren't too bad, as you could tell in the back there. But I find it very interesting. So let's take a moment to appreciate the culture and appreciate the amazing dance that they have put on for us. And then when you wait for the sunset, it's absolutely beautiful too. But let me tell you a little bit about Balinese dance. Its origins trace back to pre-Hindu times with influences from animalistic beliefs, which is why you could see that representation. And these dances were a way to connect with the spiritual world and its divine. Balinese Hinduism was heavily influenced into the development of dance. So the dancers in these rituals sometimes believed it to be a trance or possessed in a way. Balinese dance encompasses different types of style of dance. Out with the traditional, in with the new. Now this is what they do later at night. This was around 7 p.m., 8 p.m. That's my stepdad. He always has to be in my clips. He's like my little watermark. These are just some friends we were with. And as I said, it turns into a nightclub, night rave. Let's add after I think 9 p.m. And so they put on a great performance, and there's a fire show later on too. And it's just vibes overall. Let's get into the fire show. I've been talking about it, but here it is finally. Nothing like the Hawaiian fire shows, I'm sorry, but they're awesome either way. And then, as I said, I didn't lie about the clubs. If you want to hit the clubs, if you want to surf, you can do all in 4. And then they have free shots, but we should not read that sign. We should avoid. I don't even know if I could put this on YouTube, but here we are. I'm sure DJs do it all the time. Sorry, this is unrelated, but let's get into a different part now. We are at the Renaissance Hotel, and this is the check-in desk, but let's fast forward to our next location. So this is Pandawa Beach, and it is a scenic white sand beach on Bali's Bukit Peninsula, known for its towering limestone cliffs, clear turquoise waters, and activities like swimming, snorkeling, surfing, and paragliding. So you can get access via a road carved through the cliffs, as you've seen, and we specifically went there by car, and pretty much you can just go there. We did not go swimming, but we saw the views. But here's a different part I'll show you. This is the Balinese temple, and boy do I have a story for you. While we were here, you can say we came in with glasses and then we walked out without sunglasses. Here's why. So these Balinese monkeys, this is what they do. They steal the glasses, and we caught the moment. They came up to my stepdad, took his glasses, and ran away and broke them. People wouldn't believe me if I didn't have evidence. But enough of monkeys, now I want to eat. So here, let me show you the buffet. So this is the buffet that is included in the Renaissance Hotel that we were staying at. It has hot meals, cultural meals, a lot of natural juices that you can find. As you can see, we have dragon fruit, melon juice, pineapple juice, apple juice. You can make your own salads even in the morning. And it's just a great variety, I have to say. The pink dragon fruit is absolutely amazing. I mean, it is flawless. It is the best dragon fruit I've ever had. And you have a variety of meats too. They also have some desserts, some eggs, sausages, pretty much an all-you-can-eat buffet. And it's beautiful. Look at the desserts as well. We have croissants, pancake and waffle station. They truly have everything you can think of. You cannot be going hungry after this. But now that we ate, I want to show you guys another part. Sorry, I'm once again jumping from part to part, but you see those statues? Now here is the thing behind them. Most people put them inside their homes because it is for spiritual reasons, including acting as protectors and symbolic guardians to maintain balance between positive and negative forces. Now I need to balance myself. A little bit of this, a little bit of rest. Here we are at the Kastara Hotel in Ubud. Yes, we are now shifting from Uluwatu to Ubud. So now this is the Kastara Hotel, and as you can see, you're overlooking a beautiful, ginormous forest. This is something I have never seen and is very unique to this specific hotel. You're on a boat overlooking this view. What can get better? Besides having a pina colada in your hand, I don't think anything can get better than this. And let's just enjoy this peace and quiet. Oh, jump scare. Another one. Don't mind that. And this is an infinity pool. And I want to show you something else. Here you can also book flower beds. And if you have an engagement or something, great celebration. Now this is the elevator that takes you down to your room, and where you have yoga on the first floor. Let me tell you, yoga in such peace brings you a different type of feeling of happiness and relaxation. So now that we're here, let me show you the beautiful hotel room. We did have an incident with the ants. There were a lot of ants. We had to call the front desk to work that out with bug spray, but I mean, what can you expect? You're in the forest. What else are you gonna have if you're not having bugs as your pets in this hotel room? So do not be surprised. And those were the flower beds I was talking about. You are the love of my life. How sweet is that? You know, if you ever achieve that moment, I will be clapping for you guys. Here's another view of the room because I think it's so pretty. And here's the pool again, which I spend quite a bit of time in, but not too much time in because we're always doing stuff, coming back home late at night and always on the go. Now this is also a part of the hotel. They have late night shows and stuff like this. They have a concert, a singer, and it gets very quiet and peaceful there, and it wasn't too overcrowded with guests. So still at the hotel, the Kastara Hotel, they put on a traditional Balinese dance performance as I have mentioned before or shown before at the Alice Beach Club, but now this is in Ubud. So a different style, different emotions in the face and in the dancing itself.
Now in one moment, I'm gonna steal you guys and get on a boat. Okay, so right now you might be wondering, where are you taking me? Well, I'm taking you to an island called Nusa Penida. But without further ado, let's get to it. So about an hour 30 by boat, but now we also have to go another hour or so to get to the main attraction, the tourist attraction, which I'll tell you a little bit more about once we actually get there.
Now this is near the Nusa Penida rock formation. This is around it. You can walk around, take photos. Over here we asked someone and they did a very creative video of me and my family. Still on the same island, this bridge creates a rock formation with the hole being in the center. No, you are not allowed to swim here as the tides are high and it will suck you right in. But let's get to the most iconic place of Nusa Penida. So this is the T-Rex shaped cliff of Kelingking Beach and its unique arches of broken beach. Now you cannot swim here either. Again, as I mentioned previously, the tides, the ocean, you will not be seen, and this will be your last day of vacation if you do go there. It is forbidden, but it is a great landmark to take photos and upload them to your Insta so you can go viral. Now, as part of our tour we took, they took us on a boat to go snorkeling. That's our snorkeling boat, and I'm gonna show you the adventure right now. So it was about another 30 minutes drive to get to this snorkel place, but it was worth it. I mean, we saw a couple of beautiful fish, rainbow fish. There's me just chilling. It does get a little bit windy, but not too cold because Bali is quite warm in the summertime. When we went, it was July, mid-July, so it was very warm, but not overbearing, like some other countries like Vietnam and Japan. So here it does get a little bit bumpy, but if you are seasick, that is no worries. It wasn't too bumpy, and normally I do get seasick, but I did not from that. Here's me snorkeling. You can see the orange. That would be me. Orange is my favorite color, but ironically they gave me that. So, and pretty much, you know, if you've never been snorkeling, you just swim around, look down. It's not like scuba diving where you go underneath, so you're just on the top of the water, just swimming. And it's a great experience. I always love to snorkel wherever I go, no matter what country I'm in, well, depending if they have good snorkel spots. Those are our friends, and now that we are done from that, we are heading to some other rice fields. Now we did depart from the island Nusa Penida because there really is nothing much more to do there besides what I just showed you. So these are the Tegalalang rice terraces, and they're famous for their scenic attraction in Ubud, Bali. Now they're also known for their ancient Subak irrigation system and lush green paddles. Now you might be wondering, who is this cutie? Well, this is the luwak, the famous animal who poos out coffee. Now, it doesn't actually poo out coffee, but rather they feed it coffee cherries, then the beans pass through the digestive system and undergo fermentation, and then there is an enzymic breakdown. So these ingested beans are then pooed out, as you may say, and meticulously cleaned and eventually roasted and brewed into amazing coffee. Fun fact is that you can also make tea, however it is a little bit more on the expensive side, as a small cup of coffee will cost you $5. That's my stepdad with his coffee, and now I'll show you how to make coffee.
Coffee processing. For the coffee bean, we roasting by hand and by firewood. For 1 kilogram, we roasting until 1 hour. When the color will tell be that enough for roasting.
Now, instead of coffee, I want to show you architecture. So here we have a house that is made out of purely bamboo. This is due to the fact that it is a strong and versatile, abundant, and rapidly renewable local source that is also considered environmentally friendly. This material is also well suited into the local tropical climate, and it can be crafted into different unique and beautiful structures, such as this door that you see. So as you can see, the whole roof is made out of bamboo pillars, and the flooring is wood, but the staircases, the poles, everything else. When bamboo is harvested, its roots are not harmed, and it allows the plant to continue growing, which gives continuous supplies. And bamboo also absorbs carbon dioxide as it grows, so it helps mitigate climate change. And bamboo is considered a very strong material, so that's why it's also very convenient when building homes. And the bamboo is naturally flexible as well. Hey y'all, thank you so much if you have made it through the end, or at least through some part of this video. I really appreciate your time and for watching this video. I hope you do enjoyed. Please let me know which country you would like me to discuss about next and show you guys. I have a couple of more videos that I think will be interesting, and sorry it took me so long to post this. I have been busy with a lot of different things, but I will try and make sure to be more on top of it for the next video. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Have an amazing day, as always.